Good morning, everyone. Just going to wait a couple moments to see who might be joining us this morning for some chakra yoga with myself, Erin Hill. So I'm just going to wait again, just a couple more moments. Morning, everybody. I hope your morning has been going well. Today for our practice, we're going to work with bringing some stillness and space into each chakra and energy center. So we'll do some movement and things, but it's going to be an opening practice for each energy center to really enhance and help bring balance to those spaces within ourselves. So as we begin, I'd just like to share with you a little inspirational card that I pulled this morning. And it says, setting my own course. Today, I will realize that I am powerless over other people's expectations of me. I'll think about what I want and consider that how I respond to others' needs will affect the course of my life. I will own my own power and choose the course that is right for me. I'll think about what I want and consider that how I respond to others' needs will affect the course of my life. I will own my own power and choose the course that is right for me. Today I will realize that I am powerless over other people's expectations of me. And we're going to be incorporating that kind of thinking into each of the chakra centers as we go through each of the energy centers. And I'll keep repeating that in case anyone tuned in late and missed those words. But we're also going to be incorporating what we call the 5 principles of Reiki. And those are just for this moment. Right now, I am going to release my worry. Just for this one moment. Just for this one moment, I am going to release my anger. Just for this one moment, I am going to speak my truth with compassion. I'm going to do my work and live my life honestly according to my heart. Just for this one moment, I am going to be kind to myself. I am going to be compassionate with myself. And just for this one moment, I'm going to be grateful for all of my blessings. So we're going to be infusing those 5 principles into each chakra center as well. So you might like to have a cushion or a yoga block to sit up on a bolster. You might like to have a blanket for yourself, a yoga strap or a rope tie or some kind of a belt. Just gather up any props that you might need if you don't have them yet and meet me back over on the mat and we're going to get started. All right. So allow yourself to find that comfortable seated position. I know I'm sitting up on a yoga block to help take pressure off my lumbar spine, but you can sit on anything or the earth that helps feel you supported. And you can also sit with your legs in any comfortable position. They don't have to be crossed. So honor what you need right now. And we're just going to start to connect with some deep breath. I am holding a couple of rocks. You might like that for grounding if you have rocks that you carry around with you. Or, you know, ladies, some of you put them in your treasure chest, pull them on out, hold them in your hands. The other option for a grounding gesture right now would be touching your ring finger to your thumbs in either hand, ring to thumb, Prithvi Mudra or Earth Mudra. Or you could lightly touch your fingertips or even firmly touch your fingertips on the earth, like you're rooting them down. Or if there's any other instinctual grounding gesture that feels good, hand on heart and belly, another grounding one, please do what feels right for you right now. But allow yourself, close the eyes, Connect with the beautiful breath. On this day when I woke up this morning, and even through the night, I know personally I had a strange night trying to sleep. I just kept thinking about the Lakota concept that the breath, the air, is the Holy Spirit coming into me. And in Lakota tradition, it's called Tumkanshala Wakantanka, the Holy Spirit of God is the breath. And so I'd love for you right now, as you sit and feel the heaviness of your legs, let yourself relax your shoulders and your jaw. Feel your arms heavy. Feet, legs, sacrum, hips sinking down. Let your jaw relax and soften as your tongue expands inside your mouth. And just start to make that connection to that idea of Tumkanshala. The Holy Spirit is the air we breathe, and it connects us to that divine source and to one another. So let's take a few cleansing, beautiful, deep breaths all the way into the belly, sighing it out. And maybe you can think about pulling the breath down into your roots. So for me, usually it takes about 3 or 4 solid breaths to feel it get into my low belly, that breath expansion. But maybe after you feel your breath arrive and expand the low belly, sides of the waist, low back, see if you can imagine pulling and breathing the breath lower, even through your legs and your feet. Holy air touching every aspect of yourself right now. Smiling gently if you can with your eyes closed. Practice turning up the corners of your mouth, facial asana. Gentle smile helps the brain to begin to release endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, those happy hormones. Deep breath. Just for this very moment, I release my worry. For this very moment, I release my anger or irritation that I may have experienced. For this very moment, I connect with my heart and honor my truth. For this very moment, I am kind and compassionate to myself. For this very moment, I give thanks for my beautiful many blessings. And already when I connect with those 5 principles of Reiki, already I feel better about my day, myself, where I'm headed. So I hope it does the same thing for you. Inhale now, let yourself reach your arms to the sky, just like you're waking up to this moment. As you exhale, let your arms pour or melt open. Just starting to feel like now, as you inhale, this gesture like we're pulling off a sweater overhead. It's this idea of peeling off layers of heaviness. And we still have the sense of rooted, grounded lower body. But at any time, adjust your low body. If it says, hey, I don't like sitting like this anymore, honor what your legs want, what your back wants, what your hips want. Big breath in now. Exhale, peel off any layers of unhelpful, ungrounded thought, any worry. A couple more breaths. Peeling off the journey from yesterday to today. We've had a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, a lot of just different everything in the last 24 hours. And maybe even, I don't know how you felt, my whole household slept like a journey last night, like an adventure. Everybody had these like ups and down moments through the night. Peel off all of that. 2 more breaths. Just enjoying, feeling your roots connecting to earth and blossoming open, reaching toward the sky with your branches. We're going to take 1 more breath now and really just suspend the reach. Hold the breath, stretch your body really long. And then when you're ready, exhale and let it all melt. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, roll back. Now remember, everyone, if you need to reposition your legs, please do that. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, roll back. Now, as we do this action of the shoulders, sigh out the breath. Let your jaw open as your shoulders roll down your back. And again, anything that you need to let roll off, that you hope to have roll off of you today, let's allow for that. So you might think of any words or situations, circumstances, maybe where somebody's actions or words got you right in the gut somewhere, or you're having them feeling like their talons just kind of hooked, stuck in you. Could we exhale those words, those thoughts, just so that we don't have to carry the weight any longer? Maybe forgiving ourselves for carrying and holding on to those things, either knowingly or unknowingly. And can we exhale, let them wash down? We're just going to do a few more breaths here. Exhale. Let that jaw open. 2 more shoulder circles. Just taking a luxurious, slow-paced practice today. 1 more. Take a moment, notice how you feel. Good. Today I will realize that I am powerless over other people's expectations of me. I'm even sometimes powerless of my own expectations over me. I will think about what I want and consider that how I respond to others' needs will affect the course of my life. I will own my power and choose the course that is right for me. Let your legs start to come out in front. We're going to crank around our ankles. So just feet out in front, bend those knees, and just start to feel beautiful ankle circles. And breathe into your ankles. Could you think about sending your breath down there so you feel new ways that your feet are opening? That you feel energy coming in around your toes, your feet. And then when you'd like, reverse that circle. Sigh out your breath as often as you need today, or horsey lip the jaw, or lion's breath, the tongue out. Good. And then as you finish circling the ankles, give your feet a little stretch and flex. I'm flexing and stretching. I'm giving my body a little rock back and forth with that action. And now when you rock back, knees bent, flexing your feet, let your arms reach up like you're going down the hill on the roller coaster. And then exhale, reach forward as you point your toes. Inhale, whee! Exhale, down we go. Inhale, and now if it's too much to have your arms fully extended, try this with just elbow circles, so we're getting some lubrication in the shoulder joints here. And I'm still leaning back, flexing my feet. Inhale, exhale, point my feet. Moving our joints. Our root chakra is tied to the joints of the body. It's tied to the lower body, feet, legs, perineum, base of the spine, low back even, goes into the hips a bit. And it's our center of feeling safe, secure. 2 more breaths, everyone. Breathe it out. Good. As you exhale, take wrist circles, reach up to the sky. Wrist circles out and down, warming up the joints. Inhale up, you may exhale, reverse your wrist circle, relaxing the jaw. Good. Interlace your hands, and we're going to try making a figure 8. So I have my forearms together, my fingers are intertwined, figure eighting my hands around. Deep breath in, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your tongue, and see, can I reverse the figure eight of my hands? Relax. Can you reverse it? I know it might feel a little bit weird, but try your best. Good. Inhale, release it all the way up, stretch. Exhale, give it a shake. Shake out your hands, shake out your arms. Give your legs a wiggle and a shake too. Just let everything kind of go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Huge breaths in and out now as we keep wiggling. This just helps to ground the central nervous system. So we're going to take 3 huge breaths. Sigh it out. One more, everybody. Keep going. And then cleansing breath in and exhale completely. Nice. Take a moment to lean back into your hands. I'm bending my knees. I'm leaning back into my fingertips, lifting up my heart and chest, looking to where the ceiling meets the wall, or closing my eyes. Huge breath into both lobes of your lungs. And exhale it completely. Just for this moment, I release my worry, my anxiety. Big breath in, exhale. Just for this moment, I release my anger, my irritation. Big breath in. Just for this day, I honor my truth. I honor my heart, honest to myself and my work. Inhale, breath in. Just for this moment, I am kind and compassionate to myself. Big breath in. Just for this moment, I am grateful for my many blessings. Inhale, lengthening up. Beautiful. Now, we're going to start to guide our legs out to wide angle. I'm going to have a little bit of a yin feeling practice of just moving slow and melting. Now, I'm seated up on the edge of a block. You might sit on the edge of a folded blanket or a cushion. Legs do not have to be straight. So if you feel like you want your knees closer and bent, just as long as you can sit up tall through your spine, that is what we're going for right now. We're going to begin this with a little pranayama breathing exercise, and then we're going to allow ourselves to explore the stretches here, opening up the roots and even the sacral chakra. So we're going to let ourselves lengthen up. Legs however you want yours. Knees are though facing the ceiling. 2 cleansing breaths here. Good. We're going to start to take our arms up overhead. We're going to make a gesture that looks to me like a paw. I curl all my fingers in toward the base of their finger, okay? So my fingers are curling in, and I'm lengthening up. My elbows are soft. And we're going to try breath of fire variation, exhaling out the nose or the mouth, or sometimes feeling like we're panting out the mouth. Inhale, big breath, and then sigh. Here we go. Big breath, sigh. Inhale in, and quick exhalations out the mouth or the nose. Warming breath, a breath that detoxifies, enhances the metabolism, detoxifies, decongests the lungs, great for sinus congestion, allergies. Inhale now. Release the tension from the hands, fingers. Exhale, melt. Let your head be slightly bowed, arms and hands relaxed, softening your jaw. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Breath of fire is a variation of Kapalabhati pranayama. Breath of fire is practiced more in Kundalini yoga, but Kapalabhati has the ability, it's called skull polishing is how it translates to English, meaning scrubbing out our thoughts, the unhelpful thoughts, the anxious thoughts, the worry that we're trying to release as we work with grounding. So we're going to take that breath one more time. In Kundalini Yoga, when we take our arms up like this, there's a gesture. Sometimes the thumbs are out, sometimes they're in. That's called the ego eradicator, making peace and compassion with the ego and that driving, judgmental part of ourself, the fear-based self. So we're going to make friends with it. We're going to take it one more time, legs however you want them, but wider. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sigh. Inhale again, and then begin breath of fire, puffing out the air. Try it like a pant. Stick your tongue out. That takes inflammation out of the lymph nodes of the throat. Try it out through your nose. Out the mouth. Inhale, stretch long, unfold the fingers. Exhale, sigh and melt now. Let the torso, if it feels right, begin to drift and sway and melt itself forward as much as the body is comfortable with. So those of us with bent knees, keep them as bent as you'd like as you lean the upper body forward, relaxed. Those of you with straighter legs, you can begin to lean the body forward as much as you're comfortable. And I know you can do this with stillness, just kind of hanging toward the earth as we open up root and sacral chakras. Or if you're like me, sometimes you need a little bit of instinctive, gentle, soft movement, and that is where you kind of just close your eyes and you connect with what your body wants. How does it want to move? How does it move when it enters into a shape like this where we have wider legs and we feel the stretch in our hips, our groin, hamstrings? So if you need that instinctive movement, play with it however arms want to express. If you like to just melt into stillness and bow toward the earth, let it happen. Don't feel bad and don't judge yourself if you are still fairly upright and just bowing your head slightly. That is also perfect. We want to feel grounded. We want to feel our legs in this position beautifully heavy. Feel the muscles melted and soft. The bones become the stone of the earth that you're seated on. The muscles becoming the soil of the earth, soft. Breathing here. We're going to keep breathing as we work through balancing our root center, sacral center. So also try to imagine that from Muladhara, the root chakra, we're feeling roots growing from whatever part of our body is connecting to the earth right now, and they're digging down deep. And I'd love for you to just close your eyes, just honor any time you need to come back up to a more upright position, let that happen. But we're going to stay here for a few moments. Relaxing the jaw. I'd love for you to think of root chakra colors. It could be red, that's moving through your feet, your legs, your base of your spine. It could be browns or earth tones, greens even, some cultures tied to the root. And as you exhale, can you think about drawing up and contracting the pelvic floor? So it's like stopping the flow of urine. As you inhale, relax the pelvic floor. We're activating Mula Bandha, the root lock. Inhale, relaxing the lock. Exhaling, contracting the pelvic floor. Just breathing wherever you're at. I have my hands in the earth mudra again too, so my thumbs are touching the ring fingers. Take a few more breaths, just relaxing the jaw, the shoulders, the tongue. Let there be fluid, soft muscles in the legs. And as you stretch and breathe, telling yourself, I am safe. I trust that all is well, that all is working out, even if I don't see the solution yet. All is working out for the highest and best. I trust. I am safe. Just for this moment, I exhale and release worry. I release anxiety. I release fear. And just ask your root chakra today, what does it need from you? No matter how silly that question might sound, if you're in the home of your root chakra, ask, what does it need from you today? And it might say rest. It might say walk outside. It might say create, trust, connect with a friend via the phone. And when you feel ready to lengthen back up, let yourself do that in your own timing. When you come back to an upright position of your spine, take a cleansing breath in and sigh it out. Just for this moment, I release worry, I release anxiety, I release fear. Let your body begin to shift. I'm going to slowly, gradually draw my legs back in towards center. I'm going to take my hands and massage out the tops of my legs. Let yourself just start to pummel up and down the leg lines here, and also see if you can connect with the bottoms of your feet. So sometimes I let my knees drop open to do this. Just, again, really integrating the energy through the entire root center. And exhaling self-judgment, self-criticism. Couple more breaths, hopefully going on through both legs equally and evenly. Both feet. And then just start to focus around the tops of your glutes, hip flexors, outside of your hips. I love to do it with fists. Breathe, especially around any tight, tense places. Remembering bilateral pummeling helps the brain to fire more in the neocortex, and that can help us to stay grounded, present, calm, rational in our thinking. 2 more breaths. And then exhale. Continuing to bridge upward through and into the sacral chakra, center of creation, creativity, reproduction, seat of our reproductive organs, our lower abdomen, our hips, our glutes, our lower and even up into the middle back a little bit. And it's the place that helps us to generate solution to our problems, creative problem solving, birthing of new ideas. So we're going to let our feet and legs come into cobbler's pose. You see my feet coming into Baddha Konasana, this diamond shape. If you're at home and you need extra support under the outside of your thighs, you might put some pillows there or some blocks if your hips need the extra love today. But we're going to just work here with our seated cat and cow, so our legs are going to butterfly up and down. You're going to inhale and lift up your heart center here. Really take a beautiful breath in. Exhale, round it back, drop your head, relax your jaw. Now, in Eastern medicine, the jaw and the hips are intimately connected. So relax that jaw. Try a relaxed lion's breath. You're just gonna, like when you see cats get really relaxed and their tongue kind of just hangs out their mouth. Inhale up through, opening the heart. Exhale. Let this flow back and forth here. And if you just have gotten to a place in the last few days or even in the last 12 hours where you feel stuck in some aspect of your life where you're thinking on a mental loop, exhale that loop now. Just exhale the loop. I'm not stuck. I'm gonna be okay. I open up to my limitless potential that comes and grows from my sacral chakra. Sighing it out. A couple more now. Clear it out. Sacral chakra is the element of water, whereas the root is the element of earth. So take a couple last sighing breaths, feeling like ocean waves washing through you as you rock this part of your body open into balance. One more, everyone. Inhale as you lengthen up. See if you can bring your hands behind you to the earth again. Lift your heart, press your knees, actively open if that feels safe in your body. Only do as much as you can. Heart center poised toward the open sky. Huge cleansing breaths in and out like you're sucking fresh air into every cell of your body, that holy air, Holy Spirit. Now when our sacral chakra gets out of balance, we can go into the swamp of shame. That's what Jung called it. He called it the swamp of shame. So if you know you are prone to guilt or shame, the shoulds and the shouldn'ts and the pressures you put on yourself, exhale all of that as best you can, lifting up the heart, exhaling. 2 more breaths. Just for this moment, I release worry, fear, anxiety. Just for this moment, I release anger, irritation, impatience. Inhale, lengthen through center. So my weight is off my hands. I'm gonna give them a little shake out, a little open and close of my fingers, cracking the knuckles if you need to, shaking them out. Horsey lip your jaw. 3 breaths, 3 horsey lips. Jaw and hips intimately connected. 1 more. Now, if you're able to leave your legs here like this, let it happen. If your hips are done, bring them in. Parallel legs are fine. Actually, let's all take a break there. Let's just windshield wiper the sacrum a minute before we go into the next exercise. So your hands can be back on, or weight can be back in your hands, or your weight can be back in your elbows, whatever your wrists prefer today. Just love what you're feeling when you let your sacrum rock across the earth surface here. Love that sensation of earth massaging out your hips, your glutes, your low back. Take a couple sighs there. Just kind of relish that. Enjoy it. Take a moment, just a little journey here. I'm going to anchor my right either forearm or hand into the earth and just guide your left arm across, twist it out. Inhale through center, let your heart pour open. Exhale, go the other way. My left elbow's on the earth or hand, right arm coming across. Twist it out. Just flow with your body if that feels good. Inhaling through center, exhale, twist. Couple more times here. Inhale through center, exhale, twist. I have limitless potential. I am not stuck as we move this energy center with our breath. Good. And then see if we can guide ourselves back up Okay, as we guide up, I'm going to drop both my knees over to the left side. So if your legs go off your mat, you can shift so that they're on the mat. Okay, my right knee is to my side, my left knee is out in front. We're going to just play here for a minute with lifting up and rocking the right knee open and then lowering it. So as you inhale, I'm just kind of rocking open, exhale, lower. Inhale, rock, lift the knee as much as you like. Exhale, lower, just bringing some space all around the sacrum, the hips. Exhale. So inhale when you rock it open. Exhale, release. If we've been gripping and maybe not going with the flow and the natural unfolding of life, again, this is where I know personally I'll put a lot of pressure on myself to, you should be doing this or this or this. But we don't know. Sometimes we're in the territory of the unknown. So exhale if you have put any unnecessary pressure there on you. One more. Lengthen yourself up now. I have zigzag legs. My right knee is to my side. My left knee is in the front. Inhale up on my fingertips, lifting my heart. Exhale, sigh, melt over the front leg. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, sigh, melt. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Go for this little watery ride, exhaling. All the way up, all the way down. One more time, and this time though, after you bow forward, come back up. We'll get down there in just a minute. Come back up. I'm putting my weight into my left fingertips. Inhale, reaching my right arm up. Exhale, side stretch, lateral stretch over to the left. Inhale, center. Bringing my right knee forward a little bit now. Right fingertips to the earth. Left arm over, lateral stretch, leaning to my right side. Inhale through center, exhale. Over to the left. Inhale through center, bottom hand on the earth, over to the right. Inhale, because we also want to open up those quadratus lumborum muscles, these deep side back muscles that also connect to our sacral chakra. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. And then we're just going to let ourselves inhale, center, and pour the body into the hip opener. So, option to leave your legs in zigzag, melting forward. Option to go to pigeon pose, going up onto the top of the right, for me it's my right knee, right foot on the earth, centering my hips, letting the head release, going as low toward the floor as you're comfortable. Close your eyes and breathe, everybody. You might notice I rock a little bit if I'm in pigeon or in zigzag, just that subtle instinctive movement to soften my muscles, breathing into the muscles. And we're going to walk ourselves into the home of the sacral chakra, asking its watery self as we relax our jaw, relax the face, the neck, the tongue. Sacral chakra, what do you need from me today? What would help to make you feel balanced? It might tell you to unplug. It might tell you to not go on social media at some point in the next day or so. It might tell you to do something creative for your soul. 2 more breaths. And then as you are ready to do so, let yourself lengthen back up. I'm coming back to my zigzag position of my legs. Lifting up the spine tall, sighing it out. Inhale, let yourself just take windshield wiper legs again. It's just going to help us to reverse our zigzag. If you are windshield wipering, please feel free to let your shoulders slouch and shrug up to your ears. If you've had a lot of shoulder and neck tension lately, this can be really beautiful, really wonderful to just let your shoulders shrug and slouch for a minute. Let your jaw relax. If you hold a lot of tension between your shoulder blades and the traps, this is great. Like a little kid on the floor. And then let yourself drop your knees so that now your opposite leg, or shift so your opposite leg is in front. So now for me, this is my right knee in the front for my zigzag. My left knee is to my side. I'm going to allow myself, we're going to start with undulation and then side to side arcs or rainbowing the body. So we're going to lengthen up my hands, fingertips on the earth, lift the heart. Exhale, side melt forward. Inhale, lengthen it up. Just feel your torso, your spine go for this fantastic ride. Forgot there's one more thing we're going to actually do before we do our lateral stretches. Side out though. Let your jaw open like that relaxed cat tongue. Feel as you relax your jaw, tongue, mouth, the opening that can happen around even the upper part of the neck and base of the skull. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Now as you come back up, we're going to let ourselves, this is the part I left out just a moment ago, we're going to let ourselves pick the left knee up and then exhale, rock it back. So as I inhale, rock toward my left butt cheek, my left knee comes up, and then exhale, return. You could let your left arm open with the knee, exhale. So we're just bringing space all around the hip flexor, and we can twist a little bit as you exhale and invite tension from your solar plexus and back out from your mouth. Go. Yes. We want to invite all the space that we can into these centers. We're bridging between sacrum and solar plexus now. Whew. 1 more. And then we'll anchor down that back knee zigzag. As I inhale, I'm going to take my right hand to the earth, left arm up and over to the right, lateral stretch, exhale. Inhale through center, left fingers gently to the floor, right arm gently up and over to the left. Inhale through center, exhale over. And this is just opportunity too for the heart center to sing open. Exhale as you take your lateral stretch. Inhale, pass through center. Exhale, tip. Inhale, exhale. Opening up the nooks and crannies around your deep side back muscles. Inhale, center. As you exhale, melt the heart forward toward the earth. Now, if you would like to take it to pigeon pose, we shift our hips to center and extend the back leg long. We're on the top of the knee and foot. You can stay in zigzag though if you prefer. You might be still here at center. You might be shifting your weight side to side. You might be walking your arms and hands one way or the other, kind of like a lizard. Do what feels good. Relax your neck, shoulders, face, and jaw. Breathe deep. Connect with the muscles that you feel opening and stretching. Going into the home of the sacral chakra, let yourself say the words, just for this moment, I release my worry, my anxiety. I release my anger, my irritation, my impatience. Just for this moment, I live by my heart. I honor my truth. I do what's right for me, regardless of what other pressures I might put on myself. Just for this moment, I will practice self-compassion and self-love, and that will pour out into those around me. Just for this moment, I am grateful for my many blessings. Deep breath, relax the tension. Begin to lengthen up as you feel ready. Taking a cleansing breath in and sighing out. Walking and shifting your leg back. We're going to counter this either through extending the back leg back and kind of rocking through the ball of the foot on one side and then the other, or going up to downward facing dog and walking your dog or playing with any expression of down dog that feels fantastic today. So if you'd like to practice that, play in down dog, walk through your feet, roll through your feet, spread your fingers, let your head go, relax your jaw. Deep breath wherever you're practicing. Big breath in, sigh it out. You might like twisted dog where you center your legs. Your heels are really lifted. You're on the balls of your feet and you swivel your knees one way or the other to twist and open up the sides of the back. Sigh it out, everybody. And when your timer goes off, we're going to find ourselves coming down onto our belly to go into solar plexus. So bring yourself down. We're going to head into Sphinx pose. So lowering down onto your whole front body. We have our forearms right on the earth. Plug your pubic bone into the floor. So feel that connection. And then think about with your hands like suction cups, lengthening your spine and torso, dragging it forward and then lifting up. Deep breath here as you close your eyes. Sighing it out. Try to breathe low and deep now, sending holy air, Holy Spirit, around your waist, your low back, your low belly, relaxing your shoulders, neck, face, and jaw. Going into your solar plexus, Manipura chakra. The element is fire. It's tied to our kidneys and adrenals that we're toning right now, giving them a break. It helps reduce, this posture helps reduce cortisol levels in the body, the stress hormone. Deep breath. But solar plexus helps kidneys, adrenals, belly, abdomen, liver, stomach, mid-back. Breathe here, gallbladder. Self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, determination, willpower, the I can action center, value that you place on yourself. We're going to try, if we can, just to stay here for 10 little puffs of air out the mouth, breath of fire, panting with the tongue out, or just puffing air out the mouth. Inhale deeply. Start very gently at first. Go. After you hit 10, take a big breath. Can you do it again? Big breath. Rest if you need, or do one more cycle. Inhale. Exhale, melt to the floor. Let your cheek turn to one side. Good. As you're here resting on the floor, feel your belly expand so the spine rises toward the spine on the spine rises toward the sky on the inhalation. And as you exhale, the spine sinks toward the earth. So 2 more breaths here with your head turned one way, relaxing the neck, the face, the jaw, the shoulders. Do you feel that breath really filling up your belly? Turn your head the other way for 3 deep breaths now. Inhale, belly inflates. Exhale, everything releases. 2 more big breaths. Really feel your body stretch by breathing. 1 more. Sigh. All right, we're gonna center our head now. So as I center my head, my nose is gonna hover off the floor, and I'm gonna bring my palms to the earth like little grasshopper legs. I'm gonna bring my legs and squeeze them together behind me. As I take my next breath, I want you to think of elbows pulled back, really pull back towards your feet. Legs squeeze in, and I want you to think about, as you inhale, when you pull your elbows back, can you lift your chest just slightly, looking down at the floor, and I think everything squeezing in toward my center line. Breathe here, solar plexus, manipura. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you can only do this off the floor a teeny tiny bit, that's okay. Take those deep breaths. We're toning and massaging the front organs, toning the kidneys and adrenals. Deep breath, keep squeezing. Can you squeeze 2 more breaths? And then exhale, melt. Let your head turn to one side. Okay. Bring your arms out to a T shape. Bring one knee out to your side. Just hold like this. That's all we're going to do at first. Should kind of feel like you're hugging the floor. Sigh again. Now, if you are happy staying here, please honor your body. If you want to continue on into solar plexus further, I'm going to let myself, again, arms are out like a T, right? Extending from my shoulders. My left leg is bent. My left foot is going into the air here. I'm going to push into my left palm so I can lift my left hip up off the floor and draw my left foot behind me. And I'm just going to hold it. So some of your foot might be hanging out in the air. Some of you might be able to get it to the earth. But just take a few deep breaths, and when your internal timer goes off, honor it and come out. Deep breath in and out here. Twist for Manipura, the solar plexus. Deep breath. Relax your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. You're also stretching the pecs and the shoulder. Horsey lip that jaw out. Just for this moment, I release anger. Take a big exhalation. I release anxiety and worry. I honor my truth. I live according to my heart and what it wants. I am kind and compassionate to myself. And I give thanks for my many blessings. Inhale, release the body if you haven't yet. Now, let yourself stack your forearms, bring your forehead there, and windshield wiper your legs and feet in the air. Rock your pelvis and sacrum. Inhale, spine rises to the sky. Exhale, it sinks to the earth. Lower the feet and legs. We're going to let our arms open out to our sides again like a T, extending right from our shoulders. I'm going to bring my right knee out to the side now like half a frog and just rest. Again, then we start with a little earth hug. Right knee is out to the side. I'm just resting. Right knee is like half a frog. Turn your head whichever direction feels good. Exhale, soften the tension around your neck and shoulders. Either stay here or you can explore the twist with us now. I'm bringing my knee back in. My right foot is in the air. And now this time I have to push into my right palm to lift my right hip up and send that right foot behind me as much as I'm comfortable with. So again, your foot might be in the air or you might be on the floor. Breathe deep into your belly now. Exhaling completely. We're in the solar plexus and some other parts of the body. Breathe in, sigh it out. As you inhale, feel the belly expand like a balloon. Exhale, belly draws into the spine. Squeeze the breath out. Just for this moment, I release anger. For this moment, I release worry. I honor my truth. I follow my heart. I am kind to myself. I am grateful for my blessings. Deep breath. Next exhalation, guide yourself back to the belly. Bring your hands like a pillow, forearms like a pillow under your forehead, windshield wiper your knees, everybody. Deep breath in and out. Now go into the home of your solar plexus and ask what it wants or needs from you today. Your solar plexus is the I can center of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence, determination, motivation, and willpower. What does it need from you today? Sometimes I find the best affirmation to put in the center is I believe in myself. I believe in myself. And do you really feel that's a true statement? Sigh it out. Let your legs become still. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees open wide like a diamond and just let your feet hang toward the earth. Just bridging between root, sacrum, solar plexus, heart. Deep breath in and out. Gently bring your knees in. Exhale to lower your feet to the earth. One more little locust variation for solar plexus and into Anahata, the heart chakra. So this is where we have our little locust legs or our grasshopper legs. We put our palms in the earth. We squeeze our legs together. My nose is hovering off the floor. And you're gonna think, squeeze legs together, squeeze your glutes in. You're gonna think, pull your elbows back towards your feet and then squeeze into your center line. And then lift up the upper body only as much as you're comfortable. My feet are staying down. Breathe here. If you need to press into your hands a little bit, go ahead. If not, you can lift them up. Deep breath, squeezing in toward the center line, elbows squeezing down toward your feet. Deep breath in and out, heart going up to the Anahata chakra, element of air in the lungs, the back, the upper back, between the shoulder blades. Chest, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, heart, thymus. Exhale, release. Now, push yourself up. Round your spine and then play with cat-cow or just shifting, gliding your rounded cat back. You can take this back and forth. You could also be on your elbows. To clear out the heart right now, we're gonna start to shift into cat-cow for a moment and then another expression. Inhale, sway, exhale, round. Heart center, self-love, self-compassion, forgiveness. Inhale, sway, looking up toward the sky. Exhale, round, dropping your head. Now, heart also can be about trust too. Trusting in ourselves, our ability to be kind to ourselves and forgiving of ourselves. A few more breaths, everyone. We're going to take this into a little bit of a pouncing heart exercise. We inhale, the hips sink back almost like a child's pose. As you exhale, you can go to a cow back here and do a lion's tongue. Or inhale, pull back. Exhale like a baby cobra or up dog. Inhale, pull it back. So you choose either cow or exhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale. So we're bridging between heart and throat. Feel that throat clearing out. Throat is Vishuddha chakra. Vishuddha center. The element of space, like the clear blue sky. Center of communication, expression, and listening. Couple more, let everything you have go on out. Make someone in the other room wonder what you're doing. One more here, and then head back to child's pose and rest. Now make your child's pose your favorite expression of child. Arms out long, or arms stacked like a pillow for your forehead, or arms at your sides, or arms exploring. Deep breath, everyone. Sigh it out. So you're going wherever your body feels happiest. Walking into the heart center, telling ourselves, just for this moment, I release my anger. I release my irritation. I offer myself forgiveness so I can feel freedom. Just for this moment, I'm going to let go of my worry and my anxiety and soften to myself. Just for this moment, I'm going to follow my heart through the day, honoring my truth, my needs. Just for this moment, I'm going to be kind to myself. Just for this moment, I'm going to give thanks for my many blessings. Inhale as you're ready, walking yourself up to your hands and knees again. Remember too, you can go elbows and knees. I am now going to face you so I can show you what this variation looks like as we open up our heart a little bit more. So I'm going to show you first with my elbows on the floor. What I'm going to do here is walk my elbows to my left a bit and extend my right leg out. So it's like a warrior stance. My right foot is down on the floor. And then I'm going to open up my right arm to the sky. Okay. You can also do that, of course, up on your hands. So you walk your hands or your elbows to the left, extend the right leg out, and open your arm to the sky. And because our arms are an extension of the heart center, wave and paint your top arm around if that feels safe in your body. If it's too much to look up, look down at the floor, see the earth, keep yourself grounded. But if you want that adventure of looking into the sky today, move your arm or your elbow any way that feels good, getting into the nooks and crannies around your rib cage. And those of you who want further adventure, you can float your leg up off the floor if you want. Oh, you could hold the back of your foot if you want. That's only if you really want to go for adventure. Breathe here. Bring in light, bring the holy air, Holy Spirit, all around into every nook and cranny of your rib cage, your heart, yourself. 2 more breaths, expanding our lung capacity. And as you take the next exhalation, release it to the earth. Bring your knee back in, walk your hands center. Inhale, sway your back, smile. Exhale, round your back. We're going to walk either our elbows or our hands to the right now, your choice. And I'm going to take my left foot out to the side like a warrior stance. My left foot's on the earth. Guiding my left arm to the sky. You could look at the earth to ground yourself, or any way that feels good. Paint the sky with your arm or your elbow. Breathe air and space into the nooks and crannies of anahata, self-love, forgiveness, self-compassion. Oh, how are you at forgiving yourself? How are you at letting go through forgiveness? It's super challenging. If you want yoga adventure, you can play with, can I take my leg up in any way? That's only if you want an adventure today. You could also stretch your quad, those of you that want to do that. So, you do whatever kind of circus you want to do. Breathe. Breathe. Holy air, Holy Spirit into the heart, and ask your heart, what do you want me to know today, Anahata? What do you want me to honor? What should I do for myself today? What would feel right? If I let go and realize that I'm powerless over other people's expectations of me, what would I do? And lower it down, hands to the earth, knee in, coming back to center. Now, option for you to sit or kneel. So some of my friends at home may not like to kneel. It's okay if you just find a seat. For the seated variation, though, I would recommend sitting on something so that you have a little bit more room to lift up your chest. So if you like to kneel, kneel. If you like to sit, sit. We're just going to let ourselves take our hands to our low back. I'm going to sit sideways. However your hands can go. Some of us might just be toward the tops of our glutes. All that we're going to think about here is inhaling and lifting up the chest, looking to where the ceiling meets the wall. And just opening up the shoulders, feeling that breath here. Fingers can point down or out, whatever feels better. Some of you that are super okay with kneeling, that are great at kneeling, feel free to kneel high, open your knees so that they're as wide as your hips. And again, you can lengthen up, lift, or you can lean back and arch depending on how your back feels today. Deep breath in and out. I always like to kind of pull up and give my low back traction here. I pull up with my thumbs. Deep breath. Relax the jaw, neck. Can you take 2 more breaths in any variation you're in? And inhale, lengthen back up. Sigh your breath out. However you are, take your gentle seat again. This time I'll encourage us all just to sit down on a prop that we like or the floor. So I'm coming back to Sukhasana, my easy pose, cross leg. So as you sit tall, we're going to take a moment just to come into heart center by touching hands to heart, and then we're going to go right through throat, third eye, crown in just a moment. But we're back to our starting position of rooting to the earth. I'd love for you to again come to Garuda Mudra, my favorite heart connecting mudra or energetic seal. So my right palm is pushing into my chest, my left is on top, my fingers are spread like beautiful wings. Close your eyes, feel your own wings sprouting out from the space between your shoulder blades. Garuda gesture is known as the seal of inner peace, inner freedom. It is an anti-anxiety gesture. And just right here, right now, soften to yourself. Hold all of the parts of yourself through all of the timeline of your life where you needed extra nurturing, extra kindness, extra support. Which parts of you stand out today saying, help, help, I need some love? Just hold them right now. Maybe even last night you needed a little bit of extra holding. Hold yourself. Practice a gentle smile. right now as I'm practicing this, I hear a woodpecker outside my window. It's laughing. It goes, ha 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 ha. And woodpecker symbolizes opportunity. So it tells me as I practice this posture, personally it tells me I'm going to have a lot of opportunity to continue to practice self-love, self-compassion, softening to myself. So I thank that woodpecker for that message today. And it also tells us, lighten up and laugh, it's okay. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, sigh it out. Let your legs be comfortable. If this is not your favorite leg position, shift them. And we're just going to take little gentle head neck movement as we come into Vishuddha, as we continue to move through Vishuddha. We've been exploring it a little bit. That's our throat center. So you're just going to drop your head, guide one ear over your shoulder. Drop your head, guide the opposite ear over the opposite shoulder. Relax the jaw. This is our fantastic little half circles. Sighing out the breath. Let go of the tightness from around your neck and shoulders. Horsey lip anytime you want. Vishuddha chakra is associated with the open space, the color of the sky without clouds, that blue color. Our ability to express and communicate our truth with compassion, but also the ability to practice deep and profound listening and understanding. Now, let your head go any other way you want, like tips or turns, turning side to side, circling the nose all the way around, like drawing a circle with your nose in front of you, going both directions. How are we at speaking our truth from a place of compassion? How are we at deep listening? Come to center and massage the neck all the way up into the occipital area, the base of the skull. Relax your jaw open here. Just for this moment, try to take some size out of your mouth as you massage and let the jaw continue to open. So we hear that HA sound of the exhalation. Just for this moment, I speak my truth. I express my true expression, my true expression of my heart. So for this moment, I release my anger, my irritation. For this moment, I release my fear, my anxiety, my shame. For this moment, I am kind to myself. For this moment, I give thanks for my many blessings. Now, as your hands are here, my palms are wrapped around my lower jaw, my fingers are wrapped around my skull. I'm just going to very gently draw upward, creating traction in the cervical spine, a very gentle lifting upward. Shoulders relax, pelvis, rib cage relax, legs relax. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, circle your wrists. Lengthen up, inhale, stretch, reach. Exhale, circle your wrists. One more, everyone. Take a moment, sit in stillness. to come into Ajna Chakra through breath work and stillness. So honor your legs for just a moment. We're almost to Shavasana. We're going to do one little breathing and meditation briefly, and then come to the earth to stretch out any last bits and pieces, and then rest. But honor your legs right now. If you need to give them a little wake-up call, a little stretch, do what you need. If you need to shake anything out, any antsiness. We're going to play with our Nadi Shodnam, alternate nostril breathing, and we're going to turn it into Anuloma Viloma, which is like Nadi Shodnam with a mini breath retention. Nothing crazy, but it just really calms down the entire central nervous system and helps to prepare us for relaxation. Nadi Shodnam and Anuloma Viloma, it brings the energy up the central column of Ida and Pingala nadis, the energetic streams that wind through every energy center from all the way to our roots, all the way to our crown, can often produce sometimes a sense of the Kundalini flow rising. And so we're working with a central channel, it looks like a DNA helix called Shushumna. So we're going to let ourselves sit in any position that you love to sit in for just a moment. Maybe right now you're even pulled up against the wall. That's cool. But I would love for us to come into the prana mudra that I tie to and connect with the third eye center and the crown. So prana is great for clear seeing too. It's an energizing mudra. We're touching our thumb to ring and pinky in either hand. We're going to be tracing a figure 8 symbol like this with our arms. So the figure 8 is coming through our head like this, right through our third eye, through the pineal and pituitary glands. So you're going to sit real tall. You're going to inhale and reach your right arm down, out, and up. Close your right nostril with those fingers. Exhale the left arm down and out. Breathing out the left nostril. Inhale it up. Close the left nostril. Exhale out the right. The arm goes down and out. Inhale the right arm out and up. Switching, exhaling down and out through the left. Inhaling out and up. Exhale down and out through the right. Inhale out and up. Exhale down and out left. Inhale out and up. Continue on your own. Your arms illustrate the way the breath moves. Try to draw out and lengthen both the inhalation and the exhalation. How long can you make them? Ajna Chakra, the third eye center, associated with the color violet, indigo, or bright white, tied to our brain, our sinuses, our intuition, our instinct, sense of strong gut knowing, sense of inspirations from the divine, ideas that pop into our head, the eureka moments, realizations, resilience, even patience and balance tied to the third eye. We're going to turn this into Anuloma Viloma. So I'm exhaling down and out through my right nostril. I'm inhaling my right arm out and up. I'm going to hold my breath for 2 heartbeats. And then exhale out my left nostril. Inhaling out and up. Hold my breath for 2 heartbeats. Exhale, down and out the right. Inhale, out and up. Hold the breath for 2 heartbeats. Exhale, out the left. Inhale. Hold for 2 heartbeats. Exhale, right. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Last time, exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Release. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Deep breath in, shrug your shoulders. Exhale, roll them down and back, sigh. 2 more like that. Make fists. Release the fists. Inhale, shrug, make fists. Exhale. If that felt good, do it one more time. Be still now. Sounding one long Om, and then letting ourselves exist in the silence after the Om, awakening the crown chakra, which is the sound that follows the silence of an Om. Sahasrara chakra, the connection to all things and to the divine. Color of white, bright white light, gold light, rainbow colored light. Our higher self connection, our divine connection, interconnectedness. Huge breath in and sighing out. Big breath. Exhale it. Inhale, reach your arms all the way out and up. Prayer hands above. Exhale the hands down on an Om. Let yourself take in the beauty of your space and the sounds that you hear outside of your space. And we're going to take ourselves, wrapped inside this stillness, down to the earth for our final relaxation. So very gently start to come back to some movement, anything you need to do right now. And work your way onto your back with any props that you want at your sides. I'm going to take you through one last little wiggle
wiggly stretch, whatever you need to get kinks out. So if you can, take a moment just to rock a little bit side to side. Nice deep breath in and out. Windshield wipering your knees. And then could we also take a moment just to hug our knees or rock them around? Maybe you're not hugging them in with your arms. Maybe you're letting yourself just kind of rock them freely. Massage out your back and also invite your head to rock side to side now, everybody. So little neck freedom, jaw freedom. Horsey lip your breath out. Invite your legs to brief moments of twisting. Maybe you'd like your arms up on either side of your head just to open up your heart center a little bit more, like cactus up on either side of your head. Oh, side out. Maybe you'd like to give your legs a hug and curl the head up, maybe not. Play if it feels right to happy baby variation, hugging the backs of your thighs, letting your low back be elongated and flat. Rock a little bit side to side. If you have more flexibility, you could go toward grabbing your ankles, your shin bones, your feet. You could stretch your legs longer if you want a hamstring stretch. Breathe. And then seaweed your arms and legs for just a moment. Seaweed. Woo! Knocking things over. Whee! There we go. Keep it going. Good. And then as you release down to the floor, let your knees start to release to an elongated position. Before you set yourself up for Shavasana, we're just going to do one little nervous system realigner. And what we do is have our legs out long. Arms can be, I like them on either side of my head. You're going to let your feet flex and point so that it jostles your spine a little bit. You feel your body going up and down. And you're just going to let your head be centered and feel that up and down. And we're going to breathe like this for about 5 counts. So inhale 1, 2, keep jostling, 3, 4, and 5, and melt. Let yourself do anything you need to in your Shavasana to feel comfortable with propping, covering, supporting. You rest. And I'm just going to come up for a moment. Going into your throat center. What does it want you to know today? That center about listening and expressing yourself. Feel guided to share the psychologist and author Brené Brown writes about one of the only ways to free ourselves from the pressures that we put on ourselves, also known as shame, is by talking about them to someone who is compassionate. So maybe you need that today with anxiety that you might be feeling, or anger, or pressure you've been putting on yourself. Maybe you check in with someone today. Maybe you just honor quiet for yourself.
What does your third eye center want you to know about right now? The center of intuition. What is your crown center, that divine connector and high self, want you to know right now? Just for this moment, I release my worry, my anxiety, my shame. Just for this moment, I release my anger, my frustration, my impatience. Just for this moment, I honor my truth, what my heart wants. I live my life that way. Just for this moment, I'm kind and compassionate to myself. Just for this moment, I am grateful for all of my blessings. Allow yourself to take a beautiful breath in wherever you are resting right now. Swallow and integrate. As you breathe, remember Holy Air, Holy Spirit, filling every cell of your being, every part of you. Stretch the body or wiggle your toes and fingers when you feel it's time. Waking up the extremities when you're ready. If you're lying on the earth, take your time to rest in a fetal position on one side. Wherever you do choose to rest and pause for a moment, close your eyes and practice the gentle smile. Notice how you're feeling. And very gently come up to a final comfortable seat. And I'm going to come to you. As you find your way to your comfortable seat, please bring both hands to your heart center. The Garuda gesture, pressing one palm in, stacking the other on top, spreading our fingers like beautiful, compassionate wings. Sit regally tall for a moment, regally tall with the crown of your head glowing and the roots plugged into the earth. Take a cleansing breath, sigh it out. Just for this moment, I release my anger, my irritation, my impatience. Just for this moment, I release my worry, my anxiety, my fear, my shame. Just for this moment, I honor my truth. I live following my heart and what it needs and wants. Just for this moment, I am kind and compassionate to myself, and then it overflows to everyone else in my life. And just for this moment, I give thanks for my many blessings and am truly grateful. Sigh it out. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, engulfed in the beauty of your life, all around you and within you. Bringing hands to prayer in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, as you bow the head. Khalil Gibran, who wrote The Prophet, wrote, "And God said, love your enemy. And so I did. And I loved myself." So as you go through this day in these times of uncertainty, how can we best befriend ourselves in any moment? How can we hold our own hands, our own hearts, and ask ourselves, what do you need right now? And that's what we should do. That's what we could do. That's what we could open to. So be your friend today. And I thank you so very much for practicing with me this morning and going on this chakra exploration. Thank you for your trust and support, and namaste. And just so you know, we will be offering all of our regularly scheduled classes, all of our daily classes from our regular Branches of Wellness page this week. And we'll continue on with that because it has a stronger stream and does not drop classes. Or drop the classes as often. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding. Enjoy your day.